Chris Kelln, Shattuck FFA Agricultural Education Instructor. The Woodward District Ag Mechanics Show was first held in 2019. We had roughly 50 kids entered that first year. It was one of a kind. There was not another one like this in Oklahoma. We kind of modeled it off what was happening in Texas at some of their big shows. We got that started. We had a handful of sponsors that year. It's grown from there.
Hi, I'm Shane Wagoner with Woodward Steel here in Woodward, Oklahoma. I was lucky enough to run into Mr. Chris Kelln, the Shattuck FFA instructor, one day at our front service counter here, and he was talking about a welding program that he was trying to start. So I said I would donate some items, and I think I took a welding hood and a couple of gift certificates to start the program. Well, when I drove out there during the contest, I seen what his vision would be to start this program and for the needs that we need in the community, and especially as a business owner. So after seeing what he's trying to accomplish, I actually come back here to the steel yard and picked up more items and took back out there to donate to the students.
Hello, my name is Brett Reeser. I am a senior at Shattuck High School and part of our ag department and our ag mechanics department here at Shattuck. The sponsors for Woodward are unbelievable. I mean, they put out a ton of prizes for us contestants and students. I think that really shows what they want to put forth for this show. I'm personally looking forward to the White's Welding contest, as I am a senior this year, so I'll be competing in that. And people who work at Woodward Steel, we build connections with. I know the people that work there. I have to go back and pick up metal myself for projects. And so you build relationships with these sponsors that I can use even after I'm out of high school.
Well, for the younger generation, as a business owner, again, for what I need for employees out here using a tape measure, everyday mechanical skills, common sense skills, I've seen a lot of that had been going away. And when I went around to the ag mechanic programs within the schools, I realized some of them had actually been shut down. So a lot of those skills have disappeared. And as an employer, I needed those skills. And some of my local business owners, friends again, they were looking for skills like that are needed. So that's one reason we jumped on board with this.
This involves real life skills, whether they become a welder or a tractor technician the rest of their life. They will have that knowledge and they will have those skills with working with wood, knowing the different tools, knowing the different fasteners, screws, nails, different things like that. Those are things they will use in their everyday life. Maybe the most important part is simply how to read a tape measure and properly use a tool like that everybody uses at some point in their life. Combine that with the public speaking, having to talk to the judges and have knowledge of their project and skills, and it involves real world skills that they will use the rest of their life. A lot of people think of these projects that the kids are building, immediately they walk in and they see the big projects, the gooseneck trailers, things like that. I've had students that have built horseshoe projects, horseshoe crosses that they literally had $42 invested in. And between the various shows that we went to, they're winning over $1,000 in tools and prizes and scholarships. So it's not about the size of the project, it's the skills, the quality of work that they do, and then their ability to relay the information that they've learned from this. So it's not just you have to have the biggest project, you've just got to have quality and know what you're doing. This is not an event that dad can build the projects for them and send the kid in there. The kid has to know what they're doing and have to have done the work. The kids do put a portfolio together showing pictures throughout the construction process. It is not just here's my project and setting it out there. They've got to discuss it. They've got to show proof. They've got to show the bill of materials. It's a real world application in numerous facets.
The contest itself is very unique because it implicates many parts of FFA and ag mechanics and everything together and public speaking all into one bundle. First of all, we have to have a very diverse portfolio that is extremely organized. You have to have parts lists, blueprints, all that kind of stuff, as well as a public speaking part. I mean, we talk to the judges and we go around, we show off the project. We have to know our project inside and out. And we also have to do that with people, because bystanders will come by and ask about the project, and we have to be able to talk coherently about the project so they can understand it and they can get a view of it.
It's not just a welding contest. It does, a lot of the projects are welded and built out of metal, but it does include carpentry. There are hydraulics, there are different engines. There is a tractor restoration division. This year will be the 8th year of it. There are 10 counties with 29 schools that will be participating in it this year. Last year we had over 225 exhibitors that showed in the Ag Mechanics Show, which in terms of number of exhibitors made it the single biggest show for Woodward District Junior Livestock Show. Individually speaking, students can kind of make of it what they want to. I've had students that have competed and then have gone on to be professional welders, and some have their own fabrication shops and are building projects and using these skills every day. Some students are going on to, like John Deere's service technician skill, using the skills they've learned, not only the welding, but also the engine part of it and the hydraulics as well, and the electrical part. Whether they're building a trailer, they're going to have to know how to wire the trailer and make all those lights and stuff work. Individually, there's some of the students that have gone on to college and have used scholarships that they've won from Woodward District to help pay for college. If they don't go to college, we still have scholarships that they can use to buy tools to use them in whatever career they're going into.
I'm Casey Duncan from Woodward. I was one of the scholarship recipients for the Woodward District Ag Mechanics contest for the scholarship for the seniors. And since I didn't need the scholarship money for tuition to come to High Plains, I used it for tools and got a good starter set of basic mechanic tools. As long as I take care of them, it'll last me for the rest of my life.
So there's so many things that they learn in this program that apply to everyday life, not just a job, but they can, work on certain projects at their house by themselves. They take the skills with them the rest of their lives, what they learn.
Anybody that's wanting to be involved as a sponsor, it's very easy. They can contact me or Shane Wagoner at Woodward Steel. We've had people that sponsored scholarships. We've had people that wanted to buy tools to be given away as prizes. We've simply had people that wanted to come out and help at the show. We've got a lot of volunteers that put this thing on to deal with this many people. We have a large number of judges that come from several states that come and judge these projects and interact with their kids. And getting them there and helping out with that and just being an assistant. There is plenty of help that is always needed that helps put this event on.